Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today we are going to see about KPR Mills. This company manufactures an impressive product range of textile varieties such as ready-made knitted apparels, fabrics, compacts, cordeds, polyesters and combined yarns. KPR Mills have a very good global reach. Let's see what they got. First is history. Mr. K.P. Ramasamy ventured into the business as a small powerloom cloth manufacturer in 1971 and with the assistance of his brothers expanded consistently over the years, and at present the KPR group has presence in textile, sugar, power, automobiles and also runs an engineering college and arts and science college under the trust KPR Charities. KPR is one of the leading players supplying yarn to Tirupur market, which is the major center in the country for export of cotton textiles. Next is their product range. The company produces a wide range of products like yarn, fabrics, garments under textile segment, sugar, molasses, ethanol under sugar segment, automobile parts in its automobile business segment, and windmills under its wind power segment. Next is their manufacturing capabilities. The company owns a dozen manufacturing facilities, out of which 10 are situated in Tamil Nadu, one in Karnataka and one in Ethiopia. Its Ethiopian manufacturing facility has an installed capacity of 10,000 million knitted garments per annum. To see more segment-wise distribution, the company says they have spinning with 3,54,240 spindles to produce 1 lakh metric ton of yarns per annum. In its knitting unit, it has a capacity of 40,000 metric ton of fabrics per annum. In dyeing unit, they are processing 18,000 metric ton per annum. In garmenting unit, they have 115 million pieces of ready-made knitted apparels per annum. Power generation, 66 windmills producing 61.92 megawatt of power. Next is their revenue contribution. Yarn and fabrics contribute 42% to their total revenue, and their garments contribute the another 42% to the total revenue, and sugar and others contribute 12% and 4% respectively. Company has a geographically diverse operations. Presently the company earns 65% of its revenue from the domestic sales and the rest 35% from international sales. Next is their key points. KPR Mills is one of the largest vertically integrated apparel manufacturing company in India, as it producing products ranges from simple yarn to fabrics and then making it into knitted garments. To be precise, it uses approximately 33% of its own yarns and approximately 47% of its own fabrics for captive production of knitted garments. Hence, this use of its own products for production will increase the company's profit margin and reduces the external reliability for raw materials for knitted garments. The company exports to over 60 countries. Its major export destinations are UK, China, Australia and US. The top 5 export destinations contribute approximately 62% of their total exports. Next is diversified customer base. The company has a strong customer base with approximately 1,200 regular domestic clients for yarn and fabrics and approximately 60 leading international brands for garments. Top 10 export customers accounts for 72% of their total exports, and top 10 domestic customers accounts for 9.3% of domestic revenue. This clearly says their level of diversification in their client base. No single customer accounts for over 10% of their company's revenue, which is an advantage for this company. Next is retail segment. In 2019, the company started a new brand, Faso, under which it sells mainly their innerwears and athleisure garments. The complete product category under this new brand includes briefs, trunks, boxers, shorts, vest, gym vest, muscle tee and athleisures. It aims to manufacture 100% of brands product in-house in India. Next is the company's expansion plan. The company has created a new wholly owned subsidiary KPR Sugars and Apparels Limited for establishing a new sugar mills with a sugar capacity of 10,000 ton of cans per day and cogen power of 47.5 megawatt and an ethanol capacity of 230 kiloliter per day. It also plans to set up a new garmenting unit with a capacity of 42 million garments per annum under this subsidiary. Next, we will see their current strengths. Experienced promoters and established track record of operations. KPR Mills is promoted by KP Ramaswamy and his two brothers. The promoters have over 4 decades of experience in the textile sector, apparels, fabrics, yarns, and also in export business. As we have already seen their integrated nature of operations with diversified product portfolio, their geographical diversification, and their reputed customer base. The last is the stable financial performance with healthy profitability. The operating income of KPR stood relatively stable, and with the presence of integrated nature of operations, the company was able to manage range-bound profitability metrics despite volatile raw material price out there in the market. Next is their challenges ahead. Huge exposure to subsidiaries, we can say. Company has a more exposure to its subsidiaries in the form of investments, loans, advances and receivables. Also, every year their corporate guarantees to its subsidiaries is significantly increasing, which is an alarming to the company. Exposure to volatility in cotton yarn prices. The profitability of textile mills depends largely on the price of cotton and cotton yarn, which are governed by various factors such as area under cultivation, monsoon of that year, international demand supply situation, etc. With cotton being the major raw material, movement in cotton prices without parallel movement in the yarn prices impact the profitability of textile mills, which also impacts KPR mills. Next, we will see their ratios and financials. Market cap of the company stood at 12,247 crores and their debt is 317 crores and the company has a reserve of 1,847 crores in their hands. The current market price of their share is 1,780 rupees and their book value is 277 rupees. Their price to earnings ratio stood at 22.6 and the industrial PE is 21.2. The compounded sales growth for the 5 years is 9% and the compounded profitability growth for the past 5 years is 22%. Return on equity for the past 5 years is 21% and their stock price on a cumulative growth for the last 5 years is 25% and their PEG ratio stands exactly at 1, which is between overvalued and undervalued. With this, the video ends. I am happy to hear suggestions from you. To know more about interesting stocks and their analysis, subscribe to my channel and stay connected with my channel. Meet you guys in my next video. Until then, it's your friend Retailer Mind signing off.